Hello, my name is Daniel Brady, and my presentation is on Web ICE, or a web-based interspecies correlation estimate model. The objectives and purpose of this model in general are to estimate acute toxicity to aquatic and terrestrial organisms for use in risk assessment. In this individual case, I'm using it to determine the toxicity of common metals from acid mine drainage on native populations of greenback cutthroat trout in the western United States using current rainbow trout data. Also, I found some bonus data on brook trout, so I went ahead and modeled it for brown trout. The question that I asked is, what is the toxicity of common metals from acid mine drainage on native greenback cutthroat trout populations in the western United States? Why use a model? In order to protect this threatened species of native cutthroat, the toxicity data can be modeled for them from the much more abundant populations of rainbow trout in the area. Here are some assumptions used in this model, such as exposure scenarios, sources and releases, concentration, transportation methods, how is it exposed, and other exposure factors. Here are the types of data required to inform the model, such as the LC-LD50 values, the EC50 values, and other toxicity data for different metals on different species of trout. As stated before, some applications include estimating the acute toxicity of a chemical on a specific species, judging from a different surrogate species, which is helpful in risk assessments, but it can also be used to generate species sensitivity distributions and to help with endangered species management. One major limitation to this model is it's only developed for species within the same database. Another limitation is that 3 or more common chemicals per pair are required to develop this model. Though to help prevent error, the uncertainty of each model is assessed using one-out cross-validation method. Although this method success rate can be misleading for models of small sample sizes. Here are 2 screenshots of my actual ICE calculator that I used to input the surrogate acute toxicity values to get the predicted acute toxicity values for my predicted species. In both cases, the rainbow and the brook trout are the surrogate species, and the cutthroat and brown trout are the predicted species. Here is the actual toxicology data that I got from the model. As you can see, there are the various types of metal, the various conditions of water quality, and then the actual and modeled toxicology data in milligrams per liter. Here are the references that I used. I would like to give much thanks to the EPA, considering their model is the one I used, and a lot of their data is actually what I used as well. And I would also like to thank all of you for listening and watching my presentation. Thank you, and have a good one.